Good morning, or whatever time you're joining me. This is your reading for Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. Let's see, what is it that you guys need to know for today? What would help you the most today? Or maybe it's just a lesson in what the card meanings are. And I'm using my deck with the little astroglyphs on them, so you can learn astrology through the cards as well. And the delineation, the astrological delineation of each card. Well, 3 at a time. Okay, there we go. Oops, all right. 10 of Cups reversed. That's my childhood dysfunction card, or family dysfunction. 3 of Swords. Whoa. And 8 of Cups. Wow. Okay. There's quite a message coming through here. So this looks to me like for so many of you, you're at this place in your life, which is a really good place to be, where you've had it. You've literally had it with betraying the best in yourself with the 3 of Swords coming through upright. This is my card for the heart pain of facing what it feels like to betray the best in yourself and reject yourself. And it's good to feel those feelings when they need to be processed through. It's not good to defend against it, so I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as a human issue that we all have to go through. This card can have to do with grieving, going through, and I really want to focus in on that. There are lots of keywords to this card, but it's the grieving of going through your childhood dysfunction that winds up freeing your soul so that you can move on with the 8 of Cups. All 3 cards are of the cups realm, of the suit of cups, which has to do with, emotional issues, but then clearing those things out in a way that you have your feeling body, your emotional body free of the past. Cups also relate to relationships. So 10 of Cups, you can see upright is a very blissed out, happy family. Or just a blissed out time by yourself to the point that your inner child can freely play, and you know that is a big part of your creativity. Our inner childs are very creative. And it's Mars and Pisces that rules this card. But when it comes to reversed, there's painful loss, divorce. It's a card of being in a family who had to go through divorce, or the loss of a parent, the loss of love in the home. The 10 of Cups reversed is just anything you can think of about a dysfunctional family, like whether they're cold, neglectful, outright abusive, and neglect is a form of abuse. Most people don't realize that, but neglect is a form of abuse. Or maybe you didn't feel safe in your family. Now, sometimes this can be manipulation that comes through with a loved one. And especially, I'm kind of honing in here with the Mars and Pisces, where Mars wants to control and move forward, and Pisces can be victimized. We have to be careful with that energy. But we really want bliss in our lives, and to include everyone and to be compassionate. Those are the very good qualities of Pisces. So I feel like the major message is, be careful of being manipulated today by someone who is just critical and harsh and judgmental and full of self-hatred, and they're projecting it onto you. Because if you take that on, you're going to just feel very sorry that you even got involved in it. I mean, this is Saturn in Libra, no less. So Saturn is our, our learning how Earth School really works, and then here we are in the sign of Libra, all about relationships. Saturn can help us master relationships, though. Saturn in Libra can be really beautiful. If you have that in your natal chart, can really be beautiful. But it doesn't mean it's easy to work through either. So, but anyway, back to the message, on one level, I feel it's all about, grieving, like I was saying. On another level, this could be somebody leaving your life because you've had it. Or it could be that someone is leaving you and it doesn't have anything to do with you, but it has to do with their painful relationship with their parents, and they just don't know how to be in relationship, because with Saturn and Libra here, we're learning how to be in relationship. And I really believe that old saying that, you remember the way people made you feel. You might not remember their words or what they, what the relationship was all about, but you will remember how they made you feel. I think we can all attest to that. And then here, it looks like I need to rewrite over that, but this one is Saturn in Pisces. So at this stage in the game, the lessons have been learned, and there's nothing more that you can do. With the Eight of Cups, we're moving on because we just can't do anything else. We've given our best, absolutely given our best, and there's nothing more that we can do. And we're leaving maybe feeling very, very, very disappointed. Now, if I look at these cards through another lens, this can be, for someone out there might need the message that it's time to grieve and honor the fact that you had a very painful childhood, even though you may have been wanting to escape it. Maybe you've tried every single way that you can try to escape it, or that you're doing everything you can to escape it, and you've realized you can't. You have to take, because this card primarily is about taking self-responsibility, and we all have to take self-responsibility for the childhood that we grew up in. And I don't mean that as that you deserve it, not at all. I don't believe anybody deserves to be abused, but when we get to the adulting stage, right, at some point, then there are many levels of spiraling in to go deeper and deeper into the adulting. What we do is we take self-responsibility for whether or not we allow ourselves to be abused in relationships again. So have a lot of compassion for yourself. Use all this beautiful Piscean energy today and have tons of compassion for yourself, and even for those who, have hurt you. Just because you have compassion for them doesn't mean you're letting them do it again, right? It just means that, man, they must have had an awful childhood themselves. And, I believe we get the childhoods we get because of our past lives with unresolved issues. And who can, I just don't think there are very many souls out there that can resolve all their issues in one lifetime. So I don't have any judgment over any of it. And the best thing I can say is just do the best you love yourself through any challenging situation that you're going through. But most of all, don't reject yourself. Don't reject your feelings. Don't reject any feelings that are coming up to process through. The eight here with the Eight of Cups brings through that ability to bring power, true power coming through your emotional body from the light of who you are, the true light of who you are. So whomever, whatever you have to grieve or walk away from will actually turn out to be a gift. It could be, in the end, like this. Okay? Right? You're walking away from rejecting yourself, and it leads you to bliss. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.